military spouses who are having their families' lives kind of very much affected by what we're seeing going on. Tell us what you've been hearing.
Definitely. I mean, military spouses across the board are being hit, but especially those with deployed loved ones abroad. I mean, they're the ones getting hardest hit. Imagine being a single parent for the last 6 months to 3 years, and that homecoming or that family visit you've been looking forward to is suddenly halted. There was one Army spouse who described it to me as the light at the end of the tunnel that's being taken further and further away from her. It's really demoralizing.
They're dealing with either their loved one could be deployed to Bahrain, but they have to come through Europe to get back. Then there's the issue of, okay, will they come back? Maybe they have to be quarantined. Are they going to be quarantined with the family? Or are they going to be quarantined separate from the family? And the family may actually be making that decision.
And it's a hard one to make, right? If you've got kids and you're signing them up for 14 days on an extended camping over at home, just you and your spouse, that's a really pressure cooker situation for a homecoming anyway. I mean, we know homecoming from deployments are rough as it is, let alone with this.
Yeah, everyone thinks that homecomings, it's over and it's so easy. Well, no, you're in an adjustment period. This is transitional time, so it's something that has to be treated gingerly. Add a quarantine onto that is definitely not ideal. That's way too much. You tell us a little bit about your personal circumstance, because I think this is something that a lot of people are dealing with, but it's not just the service member who can't travel domestically. The DOD, we cannot travel. We are banned by the Department of Defense as military spouses, or if there's children, from traveling. And in your case, what does this mean for your husband?
There was a lot of confusion the first couple days when those memos came down. But yeah, my husband's grandfather's memorial service is next month, way out in California. We're not going to be able to attend that anymore. So that's just one example of how it's hitting every military family, no matter where they are, no matter what their family looks like.
Finally, I think this is actually a very good moment for military families to teach civilian families a little bit about how you handle your life being thrown into chaos by something outside of your control. You have a lot of experience with it. What would your advice be to folks who are reeling from this?
Yeah, the biggest takeaway is that military families is a community that's already exhausted from being at war for 2 decades. And all of this is just piling on to families who are really spread thin. But we're resilient, we're resourceful, and one kind of comfort that I take is knowing that I'm not alone. I'm not the only one going through whatever my unique circumstances are. Even if they're not my next door neighbor, even if I can't contact them in person, I know that they're out there and folks are available to reach out, which is great.
Reach out, right? Mm-hmm. Reach out to them. It's so important. Sarah,